here's why you shouldn't buy all of your art materials on Amazon. Hey, my name is Andy, and welcome to the video. I'm a fine artist and art teacher. So, art materials, where do you get them as an artist? Well, typically, many of us have Amazon and go to Amazon, and Amazon, we'll be honest, has tons of things, and it's easy to buy it. You just click and it's coming to your house in a few days or sooner. But it's not always the best place to buy. Now, caveat, it can be. There are deals that you can find for, let's say, and there are some tools or materials that can be good and better to buy on Amazon. Namely, in my case, I buy Posca markers there, and I found that it's better to buy them in bulk on Amazon than at anywhere else. So why isn't Amazon always the best place to buy art materials? Well, sometimes you might have a question you need to ask a professional and get their opinion on what you really need. In my case, that's one reason I love going to my local art shop. And by local art shop, I don't mean like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or AC Moore or whatever those big box craft stores. They can have deals at times, and they can have craft or art supplies that you need. But I like going to the local, maybe family-owned stores because they have the knowledge. The owners or the workers typically have can recommend and give recommendations on what you might need if you have questions. If you have questions, you ask, and here's what I recommend. In my local store, it's near a small university, and they have a lot of like young people that work there part-time and then also go to school. And nothing wrong with that. That's great for them. It gives them that opportunity. But what I found is that they typically don't know as much as maybe the older, maybe the owner or the older workers that I've also met and talked with. And so I recommend finding, if you can, someone that really knows the deal and really is knowledgeable in the art material world and can give you recommendations. Also, look up online what you might need. A specific example I'll give you is I was working with my Posca markers, and at the time I didn't know that I needed to add a spray fixative over the paper or canvas that had the Posca drawing. I didn't know I had to add that fixative over the drawing before adding a varnish. And because I didn't add the spray fixative when I added the varnish, it made the Posca markers kind of come up a little bit and rub off a little bit, not too much. It didn't ruin the painting. And maybe nobody else noticed, but I did. I looked up online what to do in this case, and I found that I needed to buy a fixative to fix the Posca before adding the varnish, and that was one thing that helped me. And I then went to the art store and bought art supplies, like I was talking a while ago. Going to your big box stores, the workers there don't know anything. Typically, there are ones that know some things, but others really don't, and they don't know what they're doing. So what I recommend is if you're going to a big box store, know what you need and don't expect to ask anything from anyone that'll know much of anything. Your local art store can also have insights into products and know what's popular, what's not popular, what's working, what has defects, and maybe you wouldn't find that out from just buying on Amazon or going to a big box store. But like my local art store, I was buying pencils, and the owner said, yeah, we're not selling as many Prismacolors now because they have defects and they've gotten worse over the past few years. Not to throw shade on Prismacolor, but that's one thing that he mentioned, and that I now buy Faber-Castell colored pencils for my drawing, and I really like them. So that's been my story and my thoughts. Take care. See you later. Have a great day. Bye.